We've just been to the gate into Gona, about 5 meters. We've met our first angry elephant.
Up reasonably early and fresh after a great night's sleep in Chinoy. We had to deviate from our camping plan at Chinoy Caves because we got there late, and we stayed at Zebra's Dazzle. Very nice spot, very comfortable, nice dinner, good sleep, great breakfast, well-run establishment. If you're going to go Chinoy way, you're looking for a place to stay over, definitely recommend Zebra's Dazzle. Now, up relatively early because our next destination is Chipinda Pools at Gonarezhou. According to Google Maps, 8.5 hour drive. I've lost all faith in Google Maps at this point. So I've no idea if it's going to be 8.5 hours, but that's the plan. It should be majority tarred road right up until we get to Gonarezhou, and then we turn off towards Gonarezhou. So it should be pretty good going. Some of the highway is relatively new, especially between Chegutu and Gweru. We are skirting outside Harare because we don't want to drive through the city of Harare, which is not great traffic wise, and so the alternative is to go through Gweru and then turn off to Shurugwe, and then from there drive through to Ngundu Holt. So a fair amount of that should be very good road. We've arrived at Gonarezhou through the Malelangwe gate, actually. So still got to go to reception, which is about 34 kilometers or so away, at a speed limit of 70 kilometers an hour. That's half an hour if we stay exactly at the speed limit. So we are here well in time, full daylight. For the first time possibly on our trip, we are very much well in time arriving somewhere. It's a good feeling. We've had a good drive here. Road was tough sometimes, but most of it was very decent tar road. A couple of difficult patches, but definitely not the majority. So glad to be back in Gona on our way to Chipinda Pools, where we are camping for the next couple of nights. And we're gonna relax, do some fishing, do some driving around, see some wildlife, maybe get chased by some elephants, agro Gona elephants. It's going to be a nice 2 days. Originally for this trip we were going to drive into Zim and straight into Gona as our first destination, and then drive back through Gona as well on the way back to South Africa. However, in this part of the summer, the rainy season, quite a number of the campsites are closed. Sections of the park are also closed off. So we had to shorten our Gona intentions, curb our Gona expectations, and so we're only spending a couple of days. Still looking forward to it. Driving past the rivers, approaching Gonarezhou. The rivers are full, swollen, lots of flow. So I expect that the Save and Runde rivers are probably quite full as well. So it is possible that there are a few places that will be very difficult to access, or that might be closed off because it's not possible to cross the rivers. But it's going to be great. Looking forward to it. Glad to be back.
Good, how are
Hi.
you? Good, good, good. Yes, we do.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need it? Okay. Cool. I see the angry elephant is here already.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to Chipinda.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's been there.
All right.
Yeah.
5 km from
5K.
Okay.
Sharp.
So what are we gonna do? Because the early.
And we're gonna drive real slow.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye. It's got a broken tooth already, so it's not a happy elephant for
Not a
sure.
happy elephant for sure. Flapping its gums at us. Dost thy bite my thumb at me, so
Okay, but you gotta wait for it to be further away.
do bite my thumb. Looks chill there.
We know better, right? Like we don't. That's right on the road, right? So.
Yeah, it's real close. It's still a giant though.
I don't know. You know these males and
It's
the younger
hemmed
they
in by
are.
fences on either side. That's
Oh, that's worse. Yeah.
issue. There's nowhere for it to go. Guys watching us. See if we're gonna go. Yeah, it's put out there. So we can stop right there. Of course. He's telling you to go now. He's clapping his hands. Come on.
We will wait. Just tell him we'll wait. No, look, it's lifting its paw. It's unhappy.
Yeah, no, that's not a good sign there. We've just been to the gate into Gona. About 5 meters. We've met our first angry elephant. It's difficult to know how to deal with these elephants in Gona sometimes, because this guy's walking towards us, flapping his ears, eating,
Lifting his paw.
and lifting his front foot, which is usually a sign of discontent. The warden is trying to convince him to move off by clapping his hands. There's a whole herd of them now arriving. It's difficult to drive past you because this elephant is hemmed in by fences on either side. So I think we're just going to take our time here and
Ooh. on, buddy. Time to go. Just go really slowly. Oh, the youngster's also giving a head toss there.
Here has already given us a couple of head shakes, so we're going to be careful. Badger, God, very new.
New to us.
Toss. Okay.
We've checked in at reception. We managed to get Runde Gorge campsite. Initially we were booked at Chipinda Pools and Runde was fully booked. However, whoever booked Runde has moved to a different campsite apparently, and so we've got Runde Gorge, which I'm very happy about. Firstly, it's an exclusive campsite, so it'll just be us at that site. Secondly, we can do some fishing as well, so looking forward to that. There are some ominous looking clouds on the horizon, and apparently it did rain significantly a couple of days ago. There's a bit of water around, so we'll have to choose our tent position very carefully, just in case. But happy to be in Gonarezhou again, and looking forward to some fishing and maybe a bit more exploring of Gonarezhou National Park. Gona, magnificent as always. We've stayed pretty close to camp, got up this morning after a restful night next to the Runde River, and the river was quite low yesterday. Overnight it's picked up substantially, so it's gone from a relatively mild flow to quite a roar in front of the campsite. It got very noisy last night. It's been slowly dropping through the day. Tried some fishing, but the water is very murky. Obviously a lot of water flowing in from all the tributaries, so a lot of silt coming in with that. Not much success with the fishing. decided to go out on a drive. Went down to the new causeway, and the water is very close to the top of that. It's clearly overtopped as well, probably last night. You can see the debris around that. And then we've just driven now to the falls, Chipinda Falls, which we were not aware of before, even though we were in this area, Chipinda Pools, last time we came to Gona. And it's a magnificent sight. Gona keeps surprising all the time. It's really a beautiful park. This is one of Zimbabwe's gems. Beautiful, beautiful park. If anything, this deserves a 2-week visit of its own, which we might do. We'll call it the Gona Epic. Quite a bit of animal sighting. Animals are quite skittish, quite flighty. This is what we've noticed in all the parks in Zim that we've been to this year. And that was our previous experience in some places as well in Zim. So maybe this is still a legacy of a time when the parks were not well managed and there was a lot of hunting and poaching going on. But there's clearly a revival going on. So I hope that continues. The roads in Gona are looking pretty good. Clearly lots of maintenance going on. So altogether, this park's looking good, and you can see the fruits of the effort of the cooperation between Zim Parks and the Frankfurt Zoological Society. Well done, guys. It's looking really great. And it's great to be here. We picked up our first puncher, which is actually pretty good. We've gone many kilometers of dirt road and etc., and we haven't picked up a puncher. We picked up our first one now. So seems like a slow one. We'll drive back to camp and see what we can do about it. Heading back to camp now. In fact, it's exactly 6 p.m. We're supposed to be in camp already, but we had to stop and pump up the tire. And all we need to do now is just get back to the campsite. We'll probably deal with the tire in the morning. For now, the main thing is to get a fire going. We are in an unfenced Big 5 park, and the sun goes down relatively early because we're in a gorge, so the sun disappears quite quickly. Looking forward to another relaxed night. We'll see what the water looks like tomorrow. We are leaving tomorrow, but there's been a bit of rain in the area. Not sure if that rain's been on the catchment or within the catchment. Leaving Gona this morning, got up reasonably early for us, got packed up. Temperatures up to 37 degrees Celsius now, and it's just after 11 o'clock. So I think this is going to be one of the hotter days. We've had some good temperatures while we're here because of the rain, so it's been relatively cool. Obviously this is the lowest point in Zimbabwe, the lowest altitude in Zimbabwe, so it can get extremely hot here. We had actually a relatively warm night last night, but that was more the humidity from all the rain than anything else. The river's back down a bit. The Runde River is back down pretty much to how it was when we arrived, but it's still very murky. So that's obviously all the water coming in from the tributaries.
Also so calm, it's unbelievable.
Especially with the baby. Spoke too soon.
Had a great time here. I think we came here with the expectation of kind of seeing things that we'd seen before, and we were pleasantly surprised to find the waterfall, which we somehow didn't know about last time or didn't take note of. It's really beautiful. So if you're going to come to Gona, definitely look out for Chipinda waterfall. It's not too far from the main gate, very close to, well, kind of between Chipinda Pools and the causeway, somewhere there. So it's definitely worth a visit. Heading back to Joburg a little bit earlier than anticipated. We're still going to leave Gona today and drive through to Ntakeni and camp there for another night or two, just as a break in the journey back to Joburg, but we've got to get back. So heading back to the city. It's been a great visit to Gona and a great time in Zim as well.
Yo, look how he's looking at her. He's gonna eat her. That was weird.